Hi friends. I'm really proud of myself today. This is phase 2 of this YouTube channel, which is to put my face on camera as a 37-year-old insecure woman. Do I have a full face of makeup on? Absolutely. Not having makeup on camera is gonna be like phase 10, so just bear with me because this is terrifying. Terrifying. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that today. Today, I want to talk about how I make my life more whimsical, because I didn't really know that was a popular word until I started posting on TikTok, blew up a little bit, and everyone's like, you're the most whimsical person I've ever seen in my life. I have crippling depression. I have crippling depression, and if I wasn't whimsical, I probably wouldn't have survived past 17, so my whimsy is what got me through. But let's start. First and foremost, I keep bubbles in my bag. Little bubbles that you can like hand out to people, the mini size ones. And everyone's always like, how do you hand them out to strangers? Like, do you just randomly go up to them? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. If they help me with something at the bookstore, I give them bubbles. If they look like they're having a bad day, they get bubbles. If there's a kid acting up in the store and the mom looks like she's frazzled, the kid gets bubbles. Mom is so happy, kid is happy, everybody's happy. Unless they try to drink it. Be careful, don't give it to anybody too young. I was a manager at a company, and anytime we'd have a really stressful day, I would say, go take a bubble break. And my team loved it, so I just incorporated it into my daily life. And it's funny because it's the most popular amongst adults. I also one time got a trinket out of it. Like, a fellow trinket goblin happened to have a trinket on him and he gave it to me as a gift for the bubbles. Trust me, it creates magic. Bubbles aside, do something out of the ordinary. I know that sounds so simple, but like, eat in your car. Buy a donut and eat in your car. Have a break to yourself completely and just park somewhere that's pretty and look around and have a quiet moment to yourself in your car. If you can't do it in your car, I don't know, go take a walk somewhere. One time I was on my period and I was not doing well and I was just on the couch dying, and I decided that I was going to Instacart a giant birthday cake and pads, and and somehow knowing that the shopper was a man made that experience so much more exhilarating and enjoyable. And I got a spoon and I ate from the middle of the cake. And it was the best experience ever. I didn't eat the whole cake, but still, worth every penny. Daily journaling, but in an unconventional style. You do not have to sit there and say, Dear Diary, today I took a shit. You can just say, Dear Diary, today I saw a girl with green nails and they were so cute and it made me want green nails, so now I need to look for a really pretty green nail polish. Or, Dear Diary, there is a 3-legged cat and I have named him this and I've made this whole backstory for him. Something inspired you in your day, do a short story or a sketch. Just journal whatever way you want to journal. It does not have to be specific or structured. I have an ADHD journaling hack that I need to post on YouTube because it went viral on TikTok and I swear by it. Ask your friends to make you playlists. In this day and age with algorithms, we are fed what we enjoy, and it's a little bit scary, but I think that if you ask your friends to make playlists and you kind of mix it all together, and every day could be like one friend that you're focused on, like one friend's playlist, that's so fun. And you might not love all the songs, but that's fine. You're gonna get to know them a little better. You're gonna maybe find some bangers in there that you can add to your own list. And then not only that, your playlist is gonna have this like beautiful memory and sentiment to it. And if you don't have that many friends, it's okay. Just ask strangers online. Ask them what their favorite song is. Or even when you're out and about, just ask somebody what their favorite song is and add it to your list. Celebrate birthdays of objects. Hang on. If you have a stuffed animal that you love, maybe you've had it since birth, give it a birthday and celebrate with it every year. I don't care if you just buy it a mini cake. I don't care if you buy yourself a gift because you're the mom and you deserve it. Celebrate. Pretend that your errands are a secret quest. This sounds ridiculous, but I promise neuroplasticity and training your brain to think things are fun that are not is how you survive late stage capitalism. I'm just gonna leave that one at that. Invent your own holiday, okay? Trickle-down economics is a lie. You can make shit up. Croissant day, and you get to have like a giant juicy croissant because you can't eat bread because you have celiac or something. You take a pill, you have a croissant. That's your holiday. Make it up. Cut your food into shapes. Do it. Make a sandwich and cut it into a heart or a star. Or get some ice molds that are really cute and have different shapes. And going hand in hand with that, use cute dishware. You can use a teacup for water. It doesn't have to be just for tea. That blew my mind a little bit. Free will is something that is not easily achieved nowadays. And so when I use a silly straw or I use a cup that is not meant for a certain type of drink, I feel a little bit more fulfilled. I do. Use your stickers, bitch. Use your stickers, bitch, okay? They need to be used. They're just gonna rot away in your drawer because of your sticker anxiety, use them and put them in spaces that you might not even like think to put them. They don't have to go in your journal or on paper. You can put them on anything, even your face if you're really having a day. Have some background videos that are aesthetic, but like whimsical aesthetic. Sometimes I like a Studio Ghibli moment, so I have Calcifer as like my fireplace on my TV. Trust me, it just makes the vibe. Watch cartoons. You don't have to be watching true crime 24/7. In fact, that's probably not good for you. Put some cartoons on. Like, when were you born? I'm old. I was born 100 years ago. So I put a black and white movie on and I cope with my life that way. Light candles. And I'm not talking about like the one behind me, like Bath and Body Works. No, I'm talking about get a candelabra. Get a beautiful vintage thrifted candle holder and light it and just have a bunch of candles going on in your house. Now, don't forget to turn them off. They're not going to give you the insurance money. You don't need to be taking those drastic measures. Almost done, I promise. Data dump. Don't screenshot or just like save something in your notepad on your phone. Data dump into a physical space. You can draw it, you can write it on a list on your notebook, whatever you want that's a wish list or something that inspired you. Try to have it physically in front of you because I promise that makes all the difference, and then you feel more inspired by your whimsy instead of it being lost in your phone. Junk journal. This is such a simple one, and I know that it's like the it thing, but it's always been a thing, okay? I promise you. In the 2000s, early 2000s, we had Live Journal, we had Moleskines, we were doing all this kind of thing. It always just takes a different form and a different name, but it still remains consistent. And then junk becomes fun. Like if you go visit a new place, you're gonna want to keep the napkin. And that is so cute and whimsical, and it's just gonna make everything more fun. And then you can just glue it on some paper and call it a day. You do not have to make it this aesthetic, beautiful layout. Just put it on a piece of paper. That's it. This next one, if you have a partner, you can hide tiny trinkets around your home for each other. I think that's really cute. But even if you don't, you can just hide them in your bag like a purse, and every day decide who gets to take a trip with you. And it can be a trinket that looks like a calico critter or an actual little creature or something cute, or just an item that you love. I have this like mini trumpet that I really like, and so sometimes I keep it in my bag. And every day it's like, okay, who's coming on a road trip with me? And you get to have fun with it. I sound insane. It's okay. Fountain pen and fountain pen inks. Can't believe I left this for like something so low on the list, but I thought that it might be a little bit expected if you follow me here from TikTok, because that's almost all I talk about nowadays. Get a fountain pen. Get a fountain pen and get a pretty sparkly ink. I swear to you, you will journal more than you've ever journaled in your life. And they seem a little bit intimidating at first, but they're not. They're actually really easy to use, and I'll teach you if you need me to. Last but not least, kind of goes hand in hand with watching cartoons, read kids' books. Do you remember how fun it used to be? Oh my God, there's this Time Machine Trio or something book that I used to love reading when I was little, or even something as old as Goosebumps. Like I used to love reading, and it was so whimsical and magical, and it can even be a kid's like actual baby's book, okay, with cute illustrations. Read it, especially if you're in a reading slump and you've been reading a lot of nonfiction and heavy hitters. Just get a kid's book and enjoy it. That's what it's for. I'm getting all riled up. Okay. Those are my tips for staying whimsical and surviving our current state. Take your meds. I'm not trying to give this privileged Delulu take. I know that things are very serious right now. However, I fully believe that we have certain control over things, and right now is the time to be as grateful as you can for anything you have. I know what I'm grateful for, and I've been practicing every day to make sure that I'm also focused on that so that I'm not taking it for granted. And I think that's what whimsy is about. What we need right now in this world is community and love. And I fully believe that whimsy helps bring that back to us. As someone who took a long time to heal her inner child and escape unsafe spaces, this is something that's very important to me, so I wanted to make it one of my first videos on here. I've yapped long enough and made myself look like enough of a fool. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one, and don't forget to hit subscribe.